What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. This is the Alexis Arguello puppet.
And I'm your other host, Frank Benjis, and we're back with another one.
Yes, we are, and a good one today. But when are they not? That's the main question. When are they not? We'll get them in here. Ian.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
I'm glad to have you in here, man. I'm glad you're able to do this, and on such short notice. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, nah, it's no problem. It's no problem. We're supposed to meet.
Number 3 in the WBA.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Moving
sir.
right up the ladder, man. Now, we had another guy on here, man, and he's been on our show a couple times, who was right in the thick of that WBA race, too. I'm sure you're familiar with Connor Coyle.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
now he thought he was getting his crack at Arizlan de Lara, but then he just ended up fighting Kyle Lamoti.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I didn't know who the hell that was either, man. So I mean, so how does the pecking order go? Because you must feel like you're right there in that running for a shot at the title as well.
Yeah. To be honest, I really don't know, man. My goal is to fight either anybody that's above me. So either him or Shane Mosley or anybody that's like in the top 5. To be honest, so I know once I knock off one of those guys, then I'll be a mandatory. Because I already know the champ, he's fighting Lara. I mean, he's fighting Danny. Yeah. And the winner of that fight, I'm sure they're not gonna just pick me to fight. So I wanna get in a position to where it's like they don't have a choice to fight me. So in order to do that, you gotta be the contender.
Right.
So, any Connor or Shane, I would love the opportunity to fight any of them.
Yeah, but doesn't it's kind of like disrespectful in the face of the mandatories and all that. But like the way we see it going now is like as long as you got some sort of name and you hold a belt, the mandatories really don't even matter, bro.
Yeah, yo, it doesn't. Like, and see, I'm in a weird space because nowadays in boxing, in order to be like kind of relevant, you gotta do some weird shit. Like you gotta, you gotta like.
Yeah, pull some Ryan Garcia shit and go acting crazy.
some Rolly, something like that. But me personally, like, I'm a laid back guy.
That's not you.
I kind of just. That's always been me. I just been chill,
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man. Congratulations, though. You are coming off like a win here back at the beginning of June, and a hell of a run, man. I mean, 7 in a row.
Yeah.
It's going well, my friend.
Yeah, nah. So back in 2016 and 2017, I wasn't really as focused as I should have been, and I experienced some things within that 3 years of between 2017 and 2020.
Right.
After my second loss, I experienced a lot of things, and it just changed my mindset as a person, as a fighter, as an individual, and I'll never lose again.
Well, that's cool that you're speaking on that, though. Like, what were they? I mean, obviously going to what you're comfortable about talking about, though. But was it more stuff from a mental standpoint?
Just I took a lot of things for granted when I was undefeated. Like, everything was kind of given to me.
Yeah.
So once I lost and I was like shown that now like things weren't as easy to get being undefeated as they were being defeated. Then I just realized certain things. I just realized that the game has changed. It's not like back in the day where you could lose and still get good fights. They just throw your career. If you lose nowadays,
yeah,
your career is damn near over. Depending on where you at. Like, all right, so I was 8-0. You lose early like that in your career, and you end up like 12-2. Like if I'm not mistaken, I was 12-2.
Right.
It's hard, and you don't have a promoter.
Right.
It's hard to come back from that. It's not.
Right. That's why I think like a guy like Lomachenko, if he didn't have the top ranked machine behind him, yeah, we talk about his skill set, but the guy is 18-3, 19-3. Nobody would be talking about him if he didn't have, like you say, that big top ranked Bob Arum behind him.
Yeah. So when you don't have that machine behind you, and you have multiple losses, 2 losses, man, you're back in. The only way you can kind of get back in position is to take tough fights, to take risks, and I kind of knew I was in that position. I kind of knew, I wasn't gonna get any handouts. In that 3 years, I lost I lost my mom. Uh, just a lot of things happened to me outside of the ring.
Sorry to
But
hear
I
that.
but I just, at the end of the day, I didn't want it to end that way. Like, I didn't want my career to end 12-2, and
Right.
I just live a normal life, knowing what I'm capable of deep down inside, knowing I am capable of becoming a world champion.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm about to have the best comeback story in boxing history. Not only did I lose 2 fights, but I lost both my parents, and I didn't have a promoter behind me. Me and my manager contract ran out, so I didn't have a manager anymore. I was on my own. I was like a free agent. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna be my own manager. I saved up my money for my 9 to 5. I flew to Mexico alone. I fought a guy in a Mexican bar. It's the first fight back from that layoff, and I got my career back up and running. I got on BoxRec. Then I got an opportunity with Top Rank, and I just went from there. But yeah, man, I just I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm made of, and if I would have never tried, it would have hunted me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Man, I
So
respect the shit out of you, man.
The
I
young
really do.
general charging
I
back
really
into the
do.
fight.
yeah.
I really
So
do, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Now I'm here. I'm number 3. I really believe I should be number 1, but it is what it is. I'm not
Well,
really
listen, man, we
complaining.
scratch our heads trying to figure out the rankings all the time. And no disrespect to Mr. Mosley Jr., man, but I mean, 22-4 can get you the #1 ranking. I mean, and again, I'm not trying to point the dirty stick at boxing, which people that watch our show a lot probably do see us do, because we call a lot of bullshit on some of the judging scores and some of this, some of the stuff that we see that's really holding back boxing sometimes from really becoming an upper echelon sport, where fans just look at it and feel kind of disheartened, like, same old bullshit. You know what I mean?
Ortiz Jr.
Huh?
Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Like, right now, it's really just about popularity over skills. Like,
Yeah.
look at the kid, Charles Conwell. Look how good he looked.
Amazing.
He's like one of the top 154 pounders, but nobody really know much about him. Like,
And I'm glad he spoke on social media and said, man, that I'll beat the shit out of most of these guys at 154. Yeah,
yeah,
no problem. Especially the
right.
two from the other night, man. I'd love to see him in there with Virgil.
Yeah, I think he beats him.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Like I said, like, this is boxing is turned to like love and hip hop. It's all about popularity. It's not
Yeah.
even about skill. Look how long it took Terrence Crawford to really blow up. Like,
I know.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, that's the sport we in. I can't complain because this is what I chose to do. So,
Right.
like I said, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna stay true to myself, and my opportunity to come. I'm gonna get one of those guys. I'm gonna get one of those top guys. I'm right there. So,
And if we can backtrack a little bit, man, and let the people get to know you a little bit more, taking it all the way back, how did you find your way to boxing? Were you beating up a lot of kids in school?
nah, you know what's so crazy? Back when I was like 5, 6 years old, my mom brought me like a blow up punching bag. And then I used to punch it every day after school, right? And I remember I got in trouble in school and she took it from me. And that was my punishment. So I used to be pissed. I always wanted to punch the bag. But fast forward a couple of years later, when I was like 9, 10, my uncle took me to the boxing gym because he used to box. And he was just babysitting me. He wasn't there. He wasn't training me. He
Right.
wasn't training me. He was just babysitting me. And when I was there, I was a kid, so I just used to do kid things, run around, get into shit, break things, make messes. And the owner told my uncle one day, like, hey, look, he either can't come back or you gotta make him box, make him work, make him do something.
Yeah.
So then my uncle, he put me in the mirror one day, and then I've been boxing since.
And when you started, did you have any boxing idols? You know what I mean? Like, were you watching boxing? Did you have any guys
No,
that you
so
looked
you know what's so
up to?
crazy? When I started, it started as something like just to do. So I wasn't really watching, I wasn't looking into boxing or nothing. But
Right.
one day, they were all watching box. I don't. The fight wasn't live, but they were watching a fight, and I'll never forget this fight. It was Floyd Mayweather versus Philip Ndu. It was like the African guy, I think.
Yep.
And I was watching it. It was like on a freaking 8-inch TV, like a small TV. And ever since then, I fell in love with Floyd. So then I would go on. Just when YouTube first came, I was on YouTube. I look at Floyd. Then I ran into Roy Jones Jr. and I used to watch his highlights. And then it was like a snowball effect after that. I started like looking up other boxers, but originally Floyd and Roy Jones were like my first two favorite fighters to watch.
So when you look around the sport nowadays, and I know these are like your coworkers, so to speak, but when you look around at other weight divisions and see the sport from a fan standpoint, who do you enjoy watching right now?
I like Terrence Crawford, Canelo. It's about to sound mad cliche. I mean, Bud, Canelo, Gervonta. I like Shakur.
It ain't too cliche because it's what we hear from all boxers.
Yeah. It's not very cliche. I mean, Bud comes up constantly, man. Everybody admires Bud. No doubt about it, man. He's universally loved. And I love what you said about him really not getting his flowers. Really, until he beat Spence, nobody was really giving him his flowers.
Yeah, man. I like Shakur. And I'm trying to think of more off the top of my head, but I can't right now. But
no, it's interesting though. It's interesting, Ian, that you brought up Shakur though, because you know we do see boxing critics, everybody thinks they're a critic nowadays, but you do have one group of people over here that will say that what Shakur does is running, that it's not entertaining. And then you have people on this side that say it's a defensive masterclass, it's beautiful boxing. How do you discern the difference? I mean, I watch what he does sometimes, and yes, I think especially casual fans, when they sit down, they want to see punches exchanged, they want to see brutality, they want to see violence. But then you have to really appreciate what he does, though, because at the end of his career, he's not going to be sitting around, all dopey in the head either.
Yeah. I think it's all preference. Like me personally, I love the sweet science,
Yeah.
But I won't mind seeing people go at it as well. But
right,
for the most part, I respect it. I love it because I'm a fighter, and that shit isn't easy to stay focused for 12 straight rounds.
Yeah,
and to be defensively responsible, man, that takes a lot. So, to me is beautiful. Yeah. So I like it, man. But I do get where the casuals wouldn't be interested because they want to see some action.
right.
That's they want to see action. But the definition of boxing is to hit and not get hit.
Exactly.
And the average boxer isn't fighting like Shakur. So people are used to action. For most fights have some type of action. So
right.
like seeing somebody just win so easily and not get hit, a casual can get a little antsy. So
Yeah.
I get it, but at the same time, like I kind of respect the craft and the art of everything.
I kind of like me personally. I kind of like the happy medium that Tank provides.
Yeah,
like, he's not going out there throwing a million punches, but he's moving. He's constantly applying pressure to you, and then when that moment comes, bang, he puts it on you.
Yeah, I'm a happy medium guy. I like the middle too. Like I like a guy that could mix it up, but at the same time show his skills.
Right. That's
so
what
like
Tank
I'm
does so well.
Yeah, I'm exactly where you are as well when it comes to that.
Now, a very polarizing topic we talk about on here, and obviously opinions, vary. We have guys on here who say, hey, it brings eyes to the sport, but then we have a lot of old school traditional guys who don't like it at all involved in the sport. But when you see these gimmick fights, these Jake Paul type spectacles, ultimately, do you like these?
Ultimately, yes. And the reason why is the only reason why is because he's creating opportunities for other fighters to fight on his platforms. If it was just a bunch of YouTubers fighting, and it's just like, come on, bro, what are you doing? But being that he's creating opportunities for fighters, like I'm all for it, because like For example, as a fighter from Patterson, my city, her name's Shadeja Green. Yeah,
I know. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, before she was with Jake Paul, she wasn't really like known like that. I got something on my face.
No, I
Nah,
know.
he's talking about
No.
Mike.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was telling him to pull the mic away because his audio is a little fuzzy. He can put a little distance between. Yeah, you take it down out of there, man. It's probably better that way. Oh, come on, champ! I would never tell you, even if you had something on your face. I'm not telling you.
Ah, damn! You gonna let me look crazy on the interview like that?
I don't know, man. We are building a nice little bond here. I probably would now, man, but I wouldn't have kicked off the interview like that. I mean, you got hands for days, man. I'm not going up against that.
Nah. So yeah, he gave her before he gave her the opportunity. She was known, but she wasn't as known.
Yeah,
And like he kind of blew her up. So now I'm for it, being that he's giving these fighters a good platform to grow their brand. But at first I was a little like, man, they don't. I felt like I took it as like they weren't like really respecting the sport. Like, I don't know, but after time set in, I'm all for it. I love it. Like,
I guess I'll forgive him, even though he did put hands on Nate Robinson. I mean,
yeah, he did, yeah. Damn,
I can't forget that, man. I mean, I'm a New York Knicks fan.
Call this disrespecting the sport all you want, but I need on a Jake Paul card. I need a P Diddy versus Meek Mill fight.
That'd be dope. See, and look, and see, this is what I'm talking about. In a way, like when you really think about it, it's not disrespecting the sport. You know why? And that's what I initially thought it was. But when you think about it, you know how many fans will come to watch that?
No doubt.
In order to, and that's gonna be the co-main or the main.
Yeah.
In order to watch that, you have to see us, the real fighters, before that.
Right.
So like, it's just bringing a lot of eyes to the regular fighters like Shadeja, me, or whoever.
Right.
So you know what? I'm at first I was kind of, but nah, I get it. I like it. It's good for us.
I just gotta say one more time. You heard it here first on Off the Couch Boxing. P Diddy versus Meek Mill.
Versus Meek Mill.
Yeah.
That's if P Diddy don't go to jail.
Yeah. He was. And by the way, he was crying too. I saw that.
And by the way, can we get a prediction from the young general, Ian Green? Who wins that fight, Meek Mill or P. Diddy?
They both kind of.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I gotta say, I guess they're both losing in life right now. But
yeah, damn, I didn't see P. Diddy's pad work. I saw Meek Mill's pad work. I don't know, man.
I'll tell you, Meek Mill was coming along pretty nice in the gym. Not great, but I mean, for a rapper.
Yeah, but Blueface would not.
I'm gonna go with the younger fighter, Meek Mill.
That's gotta be Meek.
The younger fighter.
And since we're on the topic of music, this is a question we ask, to get to know fighters a little bit more also. So it kind of segues right into it. If you got to fight the best 3 minutes of your life, the best round of your life, is there a particular song or an artist that's playing in your ears? Who would that be for you? Something that would really get you charged up.
Keyshawn Davis said Boss Man D-Lo, and I really like that answer.
You know what? I'm gonna take it back. It'd be 50 Cent. It'd be
another man. I'm telling you, man. A lot of you young guys, man. We had Shushu Carrington on here. He said he was taking it back to the Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent era.
Yeah. The Get Rich. It'd be off of that Get Rich or Die Trying album. One of those songs.
And we just had somebody else. We just had somebody else throw 50 Cent out there too. Another young up and coming fighter too, man. Boy, 50 still gets a lot of love.
Who was that said that?
I don't know, but somebody we just had on here throughout 50 Cent. And ordinarily, man, me being the 51-year-old in this whole thing, I usually don't know who the hell any of you guys are talking about. You know what I mean? But that's my son. Thank God he knows. He's got his
Boss Man D-Lo and all that.
Yeah, he didn't know Boss Man.
He's got me covered on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it back. The 50, like the Get Rich, a song from the Get Rich or Die Trying album for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe like Heat or Mini Men, something like that.
Yeah, actually, you bring that up, and you brought up the very early YouTube days. I remember the first thing I could ever remember searching on YouTube and finding was Wanksta by 50 Cent. That was the first thing I can remember finding.
Yeah, that's taking it back right there. That's taking it back.
I must have been 9 years old.
I know.
Yeah, I
Now,
remember.
now you know what we go through, man. Now that makes you feel old. You remember that song when you were 8 years old, and now you're almost 30.
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes you feel. And then another question we usually ask is, you've cut weight. You've already you've already gone into the fight. You've successfully won the fight. What's the go-to meal right after a fight? What do you got to have to eat that you've been depriving yourself of?
Some pussy.
That's the best answer anyone's given us on here
You've
yet.
never
You
had
win.
that one.
You win all the cash and prizes. If we had any, they'd be all yours, man.
Yeah, so that for sure. But
Oh, so you are though, man. You stay on topic with that for a minute. So you are the kind of guy that adheres to those old school rituals. You are abstaining from any sexual encounters.
absolutely 8 weeks minimum.
Wow, I like that because I find it hard to believe that all fighters are doing that though. Is that still a custom that's really that's really kept?
For me, yes. Me personally, yes. I know. I shared the ring with Terrence Crawford before on numerous occasions. I was in one of his camps, and we were like having a conversation. And he was telling me how he doesn't abstain.
He
Like
doesn't abstain.
nah, he doesn't. So and he's knocking everybody out. So it's different strokes for different folks. Me
Right.
personally, I like to just feel good. Like I feel, I don't know if it's a mind thing, but I feel a lot stronger. Like whenever I busting up, man, I be tired. I feel my legs feel weak.
Yeah.
I feel just like I feel like I accomplished whatever I had to accomplish. Like I
I
feel
walk around feeling like that all day, champ. I
yeah.
walk
So
around.
it's like the drive is cut in half. So
Yeah.
I'm not cutting my drive in half. Like me
No.
personally,
Speak on it.
no.
These young
I
fighters need to
actually
hear it.
it's actually few. I like it's times, I'd be like, you know what? He the reason why I ain't getting no pussy in almost 10 weeks.
Yeah.
He's the reason.
Makes it
I
easier to
mean,
punch him in the face.
yes,
Sure.
yes, it makes everything easier. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you
and
what. I'll tell you what, Ian. You bust a nut. I bust a nut, man. And all of a sudden, playing in my head, what we talked about, Rich Homie Quan. I'll be feeling like the man when I walk through.
yeah,
Man, when
man.
I'm done, man, I mean, I roll over and go to sleep. I'm tired.
Yo, me too.
I'm
I
tired.
be I be out, and then when I get
Yeah.
up, I'm still just dragging
Yeah.
my feet. It ain't for me. So
No.
nah, when I'm in camp, I don't even. It's so crazy how the mind works. That shit don't even cross my mind. But as soon as I get a step out that ring,
Yeah.
The
You got
first
to
thing
have
that
it.
crosses your
Yeah.
mind.
that's time to
Yeah.
get dressed, time to shower. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go home.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and and so sports is obviously one of those things where you see it a lot in like baseball. You see it a lot in a lot of team sports. I don't know how prevalent it is in boxing, but are there superstitions that come with boxing? I mean, like you're on a great streak right now, and you don't fuck with a winning streak. We all know that. You've won 7 fights in a row. How do you keep the momentum going? Are you doing something specific? You got any weird rituals, man, to keep the winning streak going?
Just working hard. I
Just
wasn't I
working.
wasn't
Okay.
taking this shit serious. So now I'm just, working a lot harder and
Well, I remember I saw an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and when he was on top in the WWE, he said he didn't want the success to go away, so he did everything the same. Like he would put on his left wrestling boot, and then he tape up his right wrist. He had like a ritual, like a sick ritual.
yeah, nah, yeah, no, yeah. Some people, yeah, I try. Yeah, nah, I don't really have a ritual. I just make sure I just bust my ass and I don't cheat myself. Like once I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So like let's say it's times I'm in the gym and I tell myself, like, all right, yo, today we're gonna make sure we do X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the workout, we're gonna do 1,000 sit-ups.
Yeah,
And then I finish my workout, but by the time my workout is over, the gym is empty and I
yeah,
still have 1,000 sit-ups. Like if I don't do those sit-ups, in my mind, I'm gonna lose a fight.
right.
Right.
So I'm like, nah, yo, you already you signed the contract with yourself. You got to do it. But I'm telling you, I could not fight for 2 months. I will never forget the day I left the gym without doing what I told myself I'd do.
Yeah,
So I'm superstitious with that. Once I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I say like, yo, we running 10 miles today, and I'm tired on the 6 mile, and I can't leave. I will have to stop, take a break, and then go 4 more. I will have to. I cannot not do what I said I was going to do. That
Yeah,
was,
but that's
I would
not.
think
Yeah, but
about
that's
that.
not abnormal. To me, that's not abnormal, man. That's just you were trying to work harder than the next guy, though. I mean,
Yeah, I would think about that shit in the locker room. Like it could be 2 months ago.
right?
Damn, I didn't do that 1,000 sit-ups that day.
Yep.
So I don't leave no stones unturned.
I
That's
lost this fight because of those fucking 4 miles.
yeah. The 4 miles 3 months ago. Yeah, yeah, man. So
I'd have been right there in the 10th round if I would have with those extra 4 miles.
exactly.
This
So,
is off topic, but it's polarizing right now, all over Facebook. You can't get rid of it if you try to. Was LeBron James deserving of the MVP for the Olympic Games?
so he got the MVP.
Yeah,
I haven't really.
I think they're giving it to him because of who he is, man. Although I did see
Nah, he was
I
the
did
best
see a
player.
viral
Oh,
video
Steph
floating
Curry.
around though.
I saw Steph Curry do his thing. I don't know. I haven't really been paying much attention to the basketball Olympics.
I did see he was the same old LeBron though, man, being mean to kids over in Paris.
Yeah,
he was trying to party, man.
yeah, he was dancing after. Yeah, I saw it. I've been seeing
Yeah, you
that.
saw that video. Yeah, he just shunned. Yeah, he just shucked that kid like he was an ear of corn.
Hey,
Out of
not
here.
right now. Not right now.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Yeah, not right now.
That was wait. That was. I never saw him do that. That was my first time seeing him being mean to a kid.
No, yeah, you go on YouTube and look up.
Was
Huh?
he mean though?
Yeah, wait, was he mean?
No. I'm not
enjoying my goals.
Yeah, I'm not particularly the biggest LeBron fan, but I will defend him here though because he does deserve his privacy. He does. I mean, he doesn't have to have somebody.
Dave Kingman let that fucking baseball fall in the mud.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Dave Kingman, man. He was an old baseball player, man, and a kid. It was a rain delay, and a kid caught his eye and said, "Hey, will you sign my ball?" And he threw it to him, like Dave Kingman gave him the sign, like, "Yeah, throw me the ball," and then he let it drop right in a fucking mud puddle and just kept on his way.
Wow.
That's being mean to a kid.
Yeah.
There's a special place in hell for that guy, but I mean, all right. So I got to ask you, since you're getting a little loose now, man. You know what I mean? Some of the guys at 140, dude, you don't got to run them down or nothing, man. But some of the guys that are in or around like your area, man. Record wise. I just want like your opinion on some of them.
160, not 140.
Yeah, what the hell did I say?
You said 140.
Oh shit! Yeah, I just took 20 pounds off of you. See, you didn't even have to cut the weight. I just took it right off of you.
At the top of the interview, so he knew what weight he was talking about.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so all right. So a guy in front of you right now, Shane Mosley Jr. We talked about him already. 22-4, man. Your opinions on him as a fighter. And again, this isn't some clickbait. I want you to say something horrible about the guy.
No. My honest opinion, I think I think he got a lot better.
Yeah.
I think he's the best he's ever been in his career.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I would want to beat him. I would want to fight him. And we were in negotiations to fight at one point, but you know how these promoters are, and
yes.
They don't get along, but he agreed to fight me. I agreed to fight him. We were all in negotiations, and it kind of crapped out. So hopefully we could get back to that table. But
how about Hamza? A lot of people make a big deal about Hamza Shira.
I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's like. I got to see him fight somebody a lot better. I never thought much of Ammo at all.
Ammo was another guy I was going to ask about you.
Yeah, no, I never thought much of him. He always wasn't like elite to me, in my opinion. I just think they moved him right, so I can't really judge Hamza just yet because Ammo he's not that good. So this is my opinion.
Now, what about the guy in the WBA that you are chasing, man? I know he's got some years on him or whatever, but Erzlan De Lara.
He's looking good for them years.
I know
he's looking good.
I know
he's looking like a champion. So I really don't. I think he's gonna beat Danny Garcia in my opinion. He's been knocking out everybody. The guy Zarafa, whatever his name is.
Yep.
He been number one for fucking a year and a half. Wasted all of our time just to get knocked the fuck out in the second round. Yo, bro. Come on, man. You could have went a different route. We've been waiting for forever to get you out the way.
Yeah.
And you didn't even put up a fight.
Yeah.
So
Go
yeah,
back to
but nah.
Australia. Go back to Australia and stay there.
Yeah, man, for real. So yeah, nah, but the champ is looking good, and that's I want Lara. I want Lara.
Yeah.
I want Shane or Connor.
Yeah.
Me and Connor been in negotiations, but his team they say they want to fight, and then like last minute, like they back out for whatever reason. I'm not saying that he's scared of nothing like that. Ain't nobody scared of nobody, but
Right.
like it's just like, come on, bro. Like, you want to fight the best or not? Like, I want to fight the best. Like,
Well,
we are. This is a chance. This is a final eliminator. We had that chance to fight on
right.
that Adrian Broner card, and I guess he was advised not to do it.
Well, at the
So
beginning of 2024, we had him on, and he was supposed to fight Austin Ammo Williams, and then he got
yeah, then
and then he got injured,
yeah,
and then we just had him on again within the last couple of weeks, and he was waiting for the contract to come through, and it sounded like he was hopeful for an Arizlande Lara fight too, and then he got this Kyle, whoever the fuck he is, man. So I mean,
yeah.
I think he was happy because he had a long layoff from his injury, but I don't think it's necessarily the fight that he wanted. But maybe it is good though, coming back from an injury, to not jump right in there and have your first fight be your title shot though.
Yeah, nah.
In
Sure.
hindsight, it's probably good.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Yeah, but at the same time, man, if you are presented with that title shot, they come opportunities don't come often. So
I was
sometimes
going to
you
say
have
that
to do
same
that.
thing.
But yeah, nah. Like I said, I wish him the best. Hopefully, well, then again, I don't wish him the best. But
Right. Not
um,
too much. Yeah.
yeah. But nah, like I said, I don't got nothing against him. He a man just like me, he's trying to feed his family. But like I said, if we were to ever cross paths, I would love to fight. Just like I would love to fight Shane Mosley. Just like I would love to fight Adames. Just like I would love to fight Johnny Beck. I would love
Yeah.
to fight any. But
Yeah.
that's the thing, though. Like I'm in a stage in my career now. Like I don't want to keep fighting these these no names. I want to fight a
Yeah.
name. I want to become a name.
Well, Johnny Beck does have a title though.
Yeah, he got 2
Yeah.
titles.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right.
We sparred before too. He's a great fighter.
Yeah.
Like I said, him or Adames, a WBC champ.
Yeah.
Lara. If not Lara, then the 2 guys in front of me, Connor Coyle, which I doubt his team's gonna advise him to fight me,
Yeah.
and Shane Mosley, who I know who will be willing to fight, but our team just you know how it is with the promoter. So, but yeah, man, I'm open to fighting any big name. That's my goal now. Like I'm ready to fight a big name.
So the biggest question of the night, Ian, and this is one we ask everybody: your Mount Rushmore, which we recently learned is in South Dakota.
Thank God for the
apparently we didn't know that.
Thank God for the geography lesson. Thank you, the person that commented on that.
Your Mount Rushmore, your big 4 of all time for you, in your opinion, who do you like? All time.
All time.
Your 4 goats. Yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
Muhammad Ali. Floyd.
Good call.
Do we never not hear Muhammad Ali?
No, we don't. And for good reason, though, man. Because Muhammad Ali did it in and out of the ring, man. A true man.
Roy in his prime.
Love it. We've been hearing Roy a lot lately. Roy's been getting a lot of love lately.
Roy in his prime. And the 4th slot is empty because it's going to be me.
You?
When I listen.
Okay.
It's going to be me when I win my world title, because I'm going to be the only fighter ever to come back from having 2 losses in the beginning. The fighters came back from losses, but I had 2 losses in the beginning of my career. After them 2 losses, I lost both of my parents back to back. I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was damn near 225 pounds. I was broke. I didn't know I didn't have a manager. I didn't have nobody behind me. And I got up. I flew to Mexico and I got my career up and running with my 9 to 5. And I beat undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter, and now I just got to become world champion. So once I become world champion, that's the cherry on top, and then I'm gonna be the fourth spot. And they're gonna make a documentary about me, and I'm gonna be
Oh,
a
hell
legend.
yeah.
I'm gonna be a legend.
Hey,
I got-
I hope this interview is included in the documentary.
Yeah, for sure.
I
For
gotta
sure.
I gotta say, Ian, hold the phone for a minute because you said 225 pounds. I'm 225 pounds, Ian.
I'm more than that.
Wait. Let me say this. But I was fighting at 160. Like I was like, like that's probably like how
And also,
me,
how tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
See, we're both 6'4", so I mean, we spread the weight out a little bit.
See, yeah,
We're good.
come on, bro.
We're good.
And trust me, when I retire, I'm gonna get up to like 200.
Yeah.
But nah, I can't. I gained a lot of weight because I was like I was depressed.
Yeah, no, I know that.
And I worked my way back down to like 175. So that's just a part of the story. But yeah, that fourth spot is for me.
I love that. That's a great attitude to have too. You know what I mean? I don't think we've heard that yet, man. He's come up with some good ones. Reserving the fourth spot. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
No, we did have somebody say it was them already. I forget who it was, but somebody did say that.
Me personally, I'm a realist. I can't put myself there yet. I ain't no world champion. I ain't,
that's humble.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna lie to him. Like y'all, and me, I'm the fourth greatest.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta accomplish greatness before I can say that. So that's why it's on reserve. It's just empty. So,
and now we're also big.
Keyshawn. That might have been Keyshawn that said that.
Keyshawn, yeah, I think Keyshawn said, yeah. That sounds like something that would come out of his mouth for sure. Yeah,
he said that.
That sounds like something he might have said. He had a lot to say. So there's a lot of material to wade through when Keyshawn was on. He's never in a shortage of words.
So what were you about to ask me?
I was going to ask you, we're big on nicknames here, man. So, like, how do you go about selecting the young general?
My dad's name was General.
Okay.
My dad's name was General, so...
His actual first name was General?
Nah, that's what they all called him.
Oh, I was going to say, because that fucking kudos to your grandparents, because that would have been the greatest fucking move ever, man. If my parents would have named me General. And believe me, man, I was a huge New York Knicks fan back in the early 90s when he was born, and I was trying to make his first name be Oakley, because I love Charles Oakley.
Uh-huh.
And it was in the baby name book, Oakley as a first name.
Oh, shit.
It got shot down, obviously.
It didn't go that way. My mom was an asshole.
Yeah. Had to veto that one, but
yeah. So my nickname is Young General from my dad. But my next fight, I'm adding a new nickname, and I really, I know I probably get some slack for it, but I don't care. It's a nice ring to it.
Are we gonna get an exclusive? Are we gonna get an exclusive right here?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell us what it is?
So the announcer, like they always say, Ian Young General Green. The Young General is not supposed to be in the middle. It's the Young General, which is first.
Okay.
Ian and Money Green. I'm taking Money Green. My last name Green. I'm ready to make big money. I'm the shit. I'm just
you're not gonna get a cease and desist letter from Floyd Mayweather, are you?
Hey, man.
Or what about Draymond? Draymond Money Green. He likes to go by that too.
Oh, he better not use that. He can't use that. Come on.
Yeah, nah. Ian Money Green. I'm taking it. It is what it is. Floyd could say what he want to say. Look at the shirt I'm wearing.
I know.
Green. And my last name Green, so it's a nice little ring to it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I would say you got more of a right to it than Mayweather did, though, just because your last name is Green. Yeah,
but then again, he could say he got more right to it because he really had the green.
He's got the stack. Yeah, he's got he's doing all right for himself, man.
Yeah, he was better. He was better when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, though.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
Yo, Pretty Boy
was knocking dudes out.
I feel like Pretty Boy 135 is a beast.
Beats anybody.
Yeah.
135-pound Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah. That was
these guys right now at 135 will have fits with Pretty Boy at 135.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. You're right.
But
even Tank,
all of them. No, he was, man. The Floyd that fought Diego Corrales.
Yeah, brutal. Yeah.
Oh
man.
Arturo Gatti.
Yeah.
That's 140.
Yeah, that was 140. Yeah, that was 140.
Yeah, but that Floyd,
Yeah, he was putting whoopings on people back then. Now, so for you, man, you just fought June 7th, man. So do you have like your next fight in line, or at least a date?
So right now,
like when you would like to fight?
So I spoke to my team, and right now what they're trying to do is they're trying to like basically give me an eliminator. If you look at my box rec, like within like my last 5 fights, I fought 2 undefeated fighters. Um, I knocked out Vaughn Alexander, who doesn't get knocked out.
Definitely not.
And,
I watched that fight. Yeah.
And then also I just fought a tough fight. It was harder than what it was supposed to be, but he came to fight. Some unfortunate things happened early in the fight where my eye closed. Like my eye was swollen shut in like the second round. So I had to fight the guy with one eye the entire fight. But I still got the victory. And now my team is like, yo, man, it's time for us to either get an eliminator or a title shot. So that's what they're working on. So I guess they're gonna try to, reach out to the WBA and shake things up, see if I can get Connor or Shane, either of the two, and go from there.
Well, if you beat one of those guys, I mean, and given if Erislandy Lara is still the champion, then it has to be you. You have to be the guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna detract that. When you beat one of those guys, it's got to be you.
Oh yeah, of course, that'd be a final eliminator. So when I beat one of those guys, if whoever wins out of Danny and Lara, they gotta fight me. Unless
which is ridiculous, man. How does Danny though? All respect to Danny, man, a great warrior, man. I mean, how does he get to step in and get that fight?
It's so crazy. Like now it's to the point now where like I'm at a stage now where I don't even get mad anymore. The last time I got mad is when I saw that kid Zarafa get knocked the fuck out in 2 rounds after having us wait damn near a year and a half.
Yeah.
But when I saw the Danny thing, I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, wait, this man, he's been inactive for 2 years.
Yeah.
He's been out of the rankings. Now he's ranked number 11. And he's just the title shot that all of us, not just me, we all been working for. We've been fighting, taking tough fights, bleeding, all this, working our way to the top. This guy just comes in and just get the title shot.
Yeah,
and it's just like, you know what? Can't even get mad, man. It's politics. He's a legend. He's popular. It's a big money fight. I'm not going to sit here and say Ian Green will sell more than Danny. Like, I can't get mad at that. So I know I got to put myself in position to where they have no choice to fight me.
Yeah.
And then once I'm champion, then all right, then I could call the shots. I could fight other champions. I could do what I want. But right now, I kind of got to just respect my position and understand that I'm not in the position like to do the things I want to do.
Yeah.
But like that's what I love about myself and just in general, I'm a realist. And that's what make it easier. That's what make it things easier to accept. Like it's some guys that's delusional, like, man, how the fuck does he get this shot, bro? You're not Danny Garcia. Like you didn't do what he's done.
Or you get the delusional guys like Rolly who really thinks he's gonna beat everybody that he gets in the ring with.
Yeah, like oh my gosh. Yeah, man. So like yeah, I get it. I guess. I mean, you just got to roll with the punches, man.
Well, you have a good attitude about it. That's important.
And one thing I learned, you got to just things that's out of your control, bro. Is just don't even stress over it. Like what's in your control is working hard and winning.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna make sure I execute everything that's in my control, and that's just always being victorious, and things will fall into place.
So I feel like you're going to be another guy that's going to get a title shot in 2025.
I didn't hear you.
2025 is going to be your year to get a title shot.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope.
Go ahead, Benji.
Yeah, hopefully I get one of these guys by the end of the year. And yes, for sure.
2025. No, I need the plus minus on Danny Garcia wrapping himself into the ring with that shitty track.
he probably come out with a rapper. He's not.
Yeah.
Yo, so how y'all see that fight going?
I think Danny loses. I was gonna ask you. That was gonna be my last thing I was gonna ask you is who you thought was gonna win because I think Danny's gonna lose.
I like Lara, but Danny got a lot of experience.
Lots.
He's a former world champion. And it'll be an interesting fight. He's definitely not going to pull a Michael Zarafa.
No, he's not going to know. He's not going to go away quick. He'll probably go. It'll probably go the distance with two guys like that.
Yeah. It'll go the distance. It'll be a good fight, but I got Lara edging it out. I think it's
actually,
gonna. Wait. I think it's gonna be a boring fight too. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
No,
I was watching the Zerafa fight, and Lara, you could tell his age is catching up to him. He likes to buy a lot of time. He likes to just sit back, and I think there's gonna be a lot of like posing, and I don't think there's gonna be action at all. You'll watch. You'll see.
Something else. I was kind of on the brain. I was going to ask you about because it's hot button right now. Is Berlanga and Canelo?
Yeah.
No one's giving Berlanga a chance at all in boxing media either, man. Not a single fucking person have I heard say anything positive about Berlanga having a chance in this fight at all.
Yo. First and foremost, shout out to Edgar, man. He hit the jackpot. You know,
he did hit the jackpot. Yeah, back up the Brinks truck. He got the payday this time.
he hit the jackpot. So before I say anything, I don't want to sound like a hater or nothing like that.
No.
But we gotta be like realistic. It's hard to give him a chance, man. Canelo fought the best.
I know.
Like the Triple G's, the Cottos, the Floyds, the Bivens.
Not the David Benavidez's though, which we all would like to see.
The Danny Jacobs, not the Dave Benavidez. I honestly think that Triple G he fought the Triple G one
is better than David Benavidez.
Better than David Benavidez.
Yeah, I agree. That he was a monster. Yeah.
So, but going back to what you, all right, let me ask y'all a question. Let's be realistic. This is like I'm a realist, bro. I just keep it 100.
Yeah.
You're Canelo. All right, you're Canelo. Let's just say Canelo's getting 50 million. All right. You're at the top. You don't have to do what they say. You're the boss. Would you fight what's his name? Berlanga for 50 million? Or would you fight Benavidez for 50? It's the same, like for 50 million. You're gonna take the easy money. Like
right. And especially at this stage
why he was in that thing like bop 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 bop.
Because he
like that.
Nah, because he feel like it's it's gonna be easy money, but boxing, you never know what can happen. But I'm on some real, just being realistic. I think Canelo's gonna win. But
I think Canelo doesn't want to take any more unwanted risks because even though he's got the 60-something wins, he does have 2 losses and he does have 2 draws or whatever, man. So I think he'd like to stay unbeaten for whatever career he has left. You know what I mean?
Like why fight David Benavidez? He's like a mess. He is a monster.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't really look like a monster in that last fight.
Not at 175, he's no monster. No.
Yeah, but why? When I could just fight Berlanga, and who knows who's next. But
you bring up an interesting point, though, man. You're at 160. Have you thought about is 160 home for you, or have you thought about making any leaps to different weight divisions?
So this is my plan, and you hearing it here first.
All right,
I gotta win a world title. All right, I gotta win a world title here. But as soon as I win my world title, depending on, let's say I'm not able to get another champion to unify, I'm gonna, how when you were a champion, you kind of can activate a mandatory status for the weight class above.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do to fight whatever WBA champions at 168. I'm gonna activate that so I could fight, so I could be a two division world champion. And
so we realistically could see Ian Green against David Benavidez long before we ever see Canelo against David Benavidez.
Yeah, well, if he had 168.
Oh, he will be.
He's coming back down.
He's coming back down already, man.
He said he's staying at 175.
Did he?
I don't know, man. If he's staying at 175, it's because he wants to keep on the extra weight, man. But he didn't look great. You said it yourself. He didn't look great at 175.
He didn't look, him or Morrell. They both didn't look good.
Yeah. Morrell didn't look good the other night either.
Yeah, I would like to see them fight.
Yeah.
But,
I think Benavidez still won easy though.
He still what?
He won easy. He still won comfortably. He didn't look dominant.
And see, Benavidez looked better than Morrell.
Yeah, Morrell did not win easy.
Yeah, he didn't. Morrell didn't win easy.
He was struggling.
It's just that we just so used to him being a monster. Like what he did to Andrade was, so to not see it, it's just like, we get spoiled. Like,
I will say though, Ian, though, that I called a lot of good predictions on that fight card. That was one of the biggest cards, man, and I think I got them almost all right, including, I'm proud to say, Jose El Rayo beating Pitbull and Martin Bacoli beating Jared Anderson. I called that, both of those.
That guy.
If you would have bet it,
I know. If I would have betted on Bacoli, and especially if I would have took a Pitbull bet,
big baby Anderson, I was so hurt.
You want to know something? Yeah, it sucked to see him lose.
I was hurt.
And I'm not a hater by any means. I just thought that there's something in Bacoli right now that he's just not. He's not on the track.
What I was thinking? A friend of mine brought that fight to my attention, so I started I remember Big Baby fought. What's that guy named Martin? Whatever his name is with the dreads.
Charles Martin.
Charles Martin. And he was kind of having trouble, right? And he wasn't having trouble, but I think Martin hurt him. It was just something different. I thought Big Baby was supposed to stop him, but he didn't. He was having trouble. Then I looked up this Bacoli guy, and I'm like, yo, this guy's huge.
Monster.
Then I saw the weigh-in. No, I saw the face-off, and I was just like, yo, I don't think this is gonna go how it usually goes. And lo and behold, that happened. And you know who else they got? Also, that guy Zhang, man, he's a beast too.
Who? He's old though. He's old.
Billy Zhang.
Yeah, Zhang is who I think they'd like to see Bacoli in there with. Yeah,
that'd be like a war. But and the Ryo fight, man, that was a good call. That was a great call actually. But yeah, he exposed Pitbull. And I don't want to hear Pitbull and Tank no more. That's it. I don't want to hear about that.
That's dead. That's dead.
Yeah, please leave it alone.
We got to deaden that. We got to deaden that. That's I mean, first of all, man, it's obvious then that if you go in there with a blueprint against Pitbull, dude, and you're long and lean like that, and you use your height and you jab him, dude, he's extremely beatable. No disrespect to him, man, but he's very beatable. For sure. Very. A guy with a good skill set is going to beat him, and El Rayo has a great skill set, and he used it the right way too.
Lean, no Diddy.
Yeah.
So
that was... Oh shit! Did I say something again that needed a no Diddy? I gotta stop doing that. Now what did I say? Listen, he got away with a little while ago, man, and I was gonna no Diddy him, but I'm so old, I don't know if I'm in the right situation. But he said different strokes for different folks.
You know what's so crazy? I was thinking no Diddy in my head, but I'm like, they ain't on that. They ain't thinking about that.
And see I was thinking about it. Even at 51 years old, I was thinking about it, and I thought, damn, if I no Diddy him right here, man, on the spot, and I'm wrong, and I used it in the wrong context, then I look like a fucking
fire back. Yeah.
Nah, I can't.
That was perfect. You should have shot. You should have did your thing.
I'm a young New Yorker, man. It's no Diddy everything.
See, I'm out of the loop, man. I can't sound like the cool kids no more.
No, I swear, I paused when I said that. I'm like, shit.
He said long and lean, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he's been a lot more honest and candid with than a lot of guests. I certainly, you can definitely stand by the fact that, man, that you do keep it real, though, man. I mean, you've been candid about the mental stuff you went through. You've been candid about the starving yourself from pussy. I mean, you talked about it all. We've covered it all today.
No, this was a great interview.
Yeah, we have covered it all, man. Yeah, you got to promise to stay in touch, man. We would love to have you back on, and especially when you win them straps. Don't forget about Off the Couch Boxing.
Yeah, we should do an interview before, maybe fight week of my next fight.
No doubt, we would love that. Yeah, as long as you're willing to do one while you're in camp, yeah, we're always here, brother, for sure.
And you get your middleweight friends up here, Mosley, Connor.
Yeah,
ask them what's up,
I'm gonna.
You gotta.
We have Connor on again. I'll say it. I ain't.
Yeah. Ask him what's going on.
I'll tell for sure, man. Look, man. We had Ian Green on here, man, and he's ready to throw down, man. What's the problem?
He wants the smoke. Tell the team to get with it or get rolled over. What's up?
And in our defense, man, we haven't had Mosley Jr. on yet, but I certainly would say it to him. I mean, come on, man. He's getting into he's cranking the rankings with a 22-4 record. Come on, man. I think there's a little, I think his last name could have got him a little higher in those rankings. I don't know.
Nah, he beat Danny Jacobs.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, but come on, man. Did he beat the best Danny Jacobs, though? Hey, if we would have been saying he beat Danny Jacobs 3 or 4 years ago, then I would have been impressed.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Danny. I love the Miracle Man. I love him, dude. I love him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he beat him, so.
Yeah, I guess that's
probably what did it. So
I guess that does catapult your name up there a little bit. I mean, he did beat a bona fide, Well, listen, man, we appreciate the hell out of you being so generous with your time, man. This has been a ball, man. We had a blast talking to you, man. We will stay in touch and definitely do it again.
For sure, man. Nice meeting you guys. And
yeah, you too.
I'm predicting the future on this podcast. So everything I'm saying is going to come true. You'll see.
Yeah, and hey, it's on the internet now. It's out there forever. So now it has to come true.
Yeah, for sure.
It does.
For sure.
Listen, man, we had a blast, man. Thanks for doing this, man. Really appreciate you, my man.
No problem, man. You guys have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Good talking to you, man. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you. Another fun one, man. Holy shit, he was a ton of fun.
Yeah, he was. That was a great.
We covered it all, man. We covered fucking mental health. We covered fucking pussy deprivation. I mean,
Right.
I don't think there was any stone that we didn't turn. I was trying to give you the signal, man, that you actually don't have to fucking hold it up there. I actually think
better like this.
I think it is better.
Yeah, it's better like this.
Yeah, I actually think it is, man. But yeah, Ian Young General Green. And you heard it here first. We got 2 exclusives. What was the second exclusive? I forgot. The first exclusive was he's going to take the money Green. He's going to take the money nickname.
I don't know, man. We covered so much shit. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, fucking my apologies, but yeah, I he gave us a second exclusive though. He gave us a second. Oh, no, he gave us the exclusive about he's going to invoke his mandatory at 168 after he gets a title at 160.
Oh yeah, that was right. Yep, he said he
smart game plan
up.
too.
Yep.
That's a good game plan right there, man. That's a good game plan because you almost have like squatters' rights. Like, oh, you got a belt at the weight division below.
That's what Crawford just did, right?
He did. Yeah, that's smart.
He did the same thing.
And so then you kind of take your status from a lower weight division and you kind of, circumvent the system, especially since these guys do have to play the waiting game. Like he even said it himself, man.
Randy Garcia circumvented the whole shit coming from
but he does make a good point about the Michael Zarafa issue and all that stuff. And you're waiting around for this guy and that guy or whatever to lose.
And shout out Amo Williams. You're garbage.
Yeah, you heard it here first, man. He gave us that exclusive too, man. And thank God that we're not clickbait hounds, man, because Ian Green gave us a lot to think about and a lot that we could potentially, if we were, really put out there. But people will watch the whole interview, and hopefully they'll dissect it and they'll pick out what they believe is a great soundbite or what's not. He certainly gave us a lot. A fantastic interview. The young general, Patterson, New Jersey, stand the fuck up, proving once again that the East Coast fucking makes the baddest men on the planet, man.
Especially New York and Jersey, man.
Yeah. 19-2
and Philly. And Philly.
He's 19-2, 12 knockouts. He was very candid about how fucking distraught he was over the 2 losses early in his career, but he's on a hell of a roll. That's why I had to ask him about the superstitions, man. 7 fights in a fucking row.
I respect that. I respect that man, dude. Like taking the losses of his parents, losing his management, all that, and then just still like betting on himself.
Yeah, he was super candid. Yeah, he spared no expense, man. He got down to brass tacks about everything that we asked him, man. He's reserving the 4th spot on his Mount Rushmore for himself, but not putting him there yet because again, he's being real, man. He's not Mount Rushmore material yet, but he's working towards Mount Rushmore material. So he's leaving the spot open. He didn't instantly say, "I'm inserting myself there right now." He just said
he didn't even want to hear about Keyshawn either.
No,
he must not like Keyshawn.
We got to make sure that we put, as you can say with the pause or the ditty, I will say allegedly, because he didn't say specifically that he didn't like Keyshawn, but allegedly that could be the vibe that we got.
Well, I mean, he cut it off real quick.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
He said, "What was you asking me?"
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, Keyshawn's a polarizing guy. He says a lot of stuff, man. He's got a sharp tongue on him. So, I don't see why they would have butted heads, man. I mean, Ian Green is way too huge for him, but
way too huge, no diddy. But yeah. With that being said, man, like and subscribe. Alexis Arguello puppet sitting in the background with his jaw on the floor. He doesn't even know what he just saw.
He can't believe that pussy was discussed in that episode. He's such a gentleman, man, that he just doesn't believe that it could have even happened.
His jaw is on the floor.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, find us on Facebook, tap in there. We're inaugural members of the Fifth Ward Posse, if you didn't already know that. So with that being said, shout out Gary Busey, because I can go 15 seconds with anything.
And remember, folks, if you want to be a champion, much like our good friend Ian, the young General Green, is on his way to being, if you want to be in that elite club and be a champion yourself, remember, you've got to roll with the champs.